roof decking that was put on the last time this roof was redone. And that goes over the top of the planks. So this section is 12 feet, that section's 12 feet. This should be just a little bit heavier than that one. Remember, I didn't have that massive triple 2x12 header when I lifted this one up. I'm going to get some screws on that far stud, so once I stand it up, I can just screw it to that wall there and then get some bracing in, and then because I'm using screws, I can easily take them out and adjust for plumb. In order for me to frame this wall in, I've got to cut all the siding out all the way up, all the window trim, and I can eventually patch that in. That's way down the road once this thing is dried in. Just came to get some 8-footers. That is not what I wanted to see. Are there any good ones down in here? I need 5 of them. Holy cow. So I scooted this over about 2 inches. Hopefully that gives me enough to go in and swing it in. Oh yeah. I'm working on cutting these rafters, and nothing is installed yet. Just working my way that way and this way, seeing what rafter profiles fit. So this one here actually came from, where was it? Just right there. So I'm going about 2 to 3 feet at a time, seeing what works, making adjustments. This is the last spot that this cut will work. Once I get over towards here, it's too tight. It's squishing down, so I'll have to shave some out of there. This OSB here with the red edge is roof decking that was put on the last time this roof was redone. And that goes over the top of the planks. In older houses, you'll always see plank decking across the rafters. My decking that's going over here is going to come up here and slide right up and butt right into that. I'm going to have to remove these shingles back a ways to make that transition, but you can get an idea of what I've been working on. They're all different. They work for a few feet on either side, and then the shape and the wall changes. Here's a shot of the old rafter from the existing house. So here's my process of cutting these rafters. Whoa. Oh, perfect. Freaking perfect. Nice job, handy. Nice job, handy. I don't know if you guys can tell us why I have to roll it in, is because they are in the shape of a dovetail. So the plan is to take this rafter as a template and test piece and see how many spots I can fit that in, and then come down and cut that many rafters that match this profile. If I get down there 4 or 5 feet, doesn't fit, I'll have to make adjustments.
If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and hit that subscribe button. All the parts of this project are in a playlist. I'll put that down in the comments. By far, the most talked about topic from last week's video was the nail gun and the battle of the brands on nail guns. I made a whole video just dealing with that nail gun. It's up on Patreon and it's up for members on this channel in my YouTube membership section. That'll also be linked down below. But as you can tell from this video, everything is working perfectly for now. How long will it last? Take a guess, how old do you think the nail gun was from the last video? I was surprised. There's a date code on it and there's a way to check to see how many thousands of nails are shot out of the nail gun. That topic was pretty much it, except for my massive header. There was a few guys that said, why didn't you just build it in place? Good question. First off, I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. And then the main reason why I built it on the ground is because I wanted it all glued together and perfectly lined up with a square, and I screwed it together so that it would squeeze down, and then I nailed it on both sides. I was also having some issues with that nail gun, and I wanted to have all my force going straight down, and I had to follow up with a real hammer. That's why I decided to build it on the ground, and I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. Why do I have it so massive? Why are there 2 jack studs on each side? The helicopter pad is getting attached to that. One thing from today's video that I know there's probably going to be questions on is those rafters, and it's kind of confusing how I cut them. But you got the roof going up like this, the rafter going down like that, and the top plate of the garage that this addition is getting attached to going like this. So you've got the dovetail that I called it, the wedges or the angles cut like this in the end of the 2x6. And it goes in and rocks into place. It was very tedious, a lot of up and down that dang ladder. But everyone is perfect. Probably spent a little too much time on it. Make sure you tune in next week. In the next video, the whole thing gets dried in. Put your guesses below. What method is the handyman going to use to get it dried in? Thanks for watching. Goodbye.